I still remember my first day in my title parish as a newly ordained deacon at that moment. I was wearing a collar, and then very next day I just walked in to the church and met a couple of members of the congregation. One of the MCs, quite old gentleman, suddenly say, "Hello, Father," and then it shocked me. Oh, I'm not just simple Mr. Taemin anymore. Someone literally called me Father. And then I felt that that's a huge burden, and at the same time, it really excited me. And then I became so humble that time. And since then, my role as a curate at the moment is actually really simple. I'm learning and observing and everything from one experienced the priest, who is my training incumbent. And my role is being an assistant priest at the moment to him, and then I'm covering him, I'm observing him. Well, actually, I'm become his son, and then it's fantastic. And then because it's my learning the period, people are so genuinely kind to me, and then it creates me lots of the gap so that I can fill in. And then the parish that I'm in, we've got very strong Catholic teaching tradition. So whatever we do, we're trying to build a new generation. So we're focusing on our parish mission, but not just going out and doing outreach only, but also at the same time we're trying to encourage the new generations to come up and then live good sacramental Catholic life. So that's where I am at the moment. I'm married, and then I have a young son who is now 28 months old. Terrible twos, he's everywhere. I still remember what my vice principal said when I was in the theological training college. He said, "Okay, Taemin, once you're out, you will be extremely lazy or you will be a workaholic." Now I can understand why he said that. Well, to make a balance in between my church life as a priest and in my private life as still someone's husband or someone's daddy, I have to say it's quite tricky and really, really hard. But now I'm trying not to see my vocation, my church side, not as a job, because once you see priesthood as a job, it's really difficult to separate them. But if you accept your priesthood as a part of yourself, and that's what I'm trying now, because living a priestly life as a married man, well, without the support of my family, it's nearly impossible. But at the moment, I do have huge support from my family. I know my son, well, during the Mass, he calls me Daddy at the back. But that's part of my life. And then I'm still learning how to live two different sort of life. Whether you try to become a priest or deacon, or whether you try to live any sort of religious life, well, I want to say the most important thing is for you to try to answer God's call. Because I didn't know that whether God called me to be a priest, but now I know He called me. But what I did when I was preparing all the journey, I tried to be very honest, and I'm trying to be brave enough to say yes. And I didn't know the answer, but I thought, okay, I will try. And if you think this is the end, He will stop me. That was my belief. And then I think I really would like to encourage younger generation, or doesn't really matter, to say yes and be brave enough to challenge yourself.